Indian Hindu woman kills herself after Muslim boyfriend killed by mob. On November 2nd, a Hindu woman, Tanu Saini, aged 19, committed suicide after receiving the news of her partner, Zia-ur-Rehman, aged 20, being bludgeoned to death in a village of Uttar Pradesh. The details regarding this incident are still unclear. Some reports say the couple was married and a mob beat the man. Others say that they were in a relationship but not married, and the woman's family opposed the interfaith relationship. According to the Superintendent of Police, Suraj Rai, Tanu's family members beat Zia and handed him unconscious to the police. However, Tanu's brother said that Zia was assaulted by a mob of 6 students who thought he was a thief. Tanu's body was found hanging around 11 a.m. on November 2nd. Her mother, Sunesh Devi, claimed that the youth killed herself out of shock when she learned of Zia's death. Quote, "She went to her room saying she was going to change her clothes, and minutes later, her elder sister found her hanging with a dupatta from the ceiling," she stated. Both families filed FIRs against each other, which is a form of police complaint, but the police haven't arrested anyone yet. So this story actually is very complicated. There's a lot of details that are not entirely clear. So there's one version of the story. So these two families lived very close to each other. Some reports say that these two people were students at the same school. And there are some reports that they're in a relationship, some reports that they're not in a relationship. Some reports say that they didn't even know each other at all. Although if that was the case, I don't understand why this woman would self-delete over this kind of thing if she had no familiarity with this guy. So, and then some reports say that they were in a relationship, that this all evolved because that they were in a relationship that wasn't approved of, and then the girl's family accused the boy of molesting her, and so they went and assaulted him, and then he succumbed to his injuries later. And then there are some reports that he was, it's not entirely clear what it happened. They're basically saying that he was somehow perceived to be a thief, and then people came and assaulted him then to prevent the theft. It's really not clear. But what is clear is that in some form there was something was going on between the two of them, because then she ended up hanging herself within 10 hours of this 20-year-old man succumbing to his injuries.
It sounds to me that they're just covering up for a crime, these excuses, right?
You mean with the narrative about the theft or the molesting the daughter?
Yeah.
It's entirely possible. It's really difficult to tell. There's conflicting stories, and then, like I said, both families have filed police reports against each other, and no one's been arrested yet.
I mean, there's no other reason why she would be killing herself other than the fact that
not that I can think of. If there are people saying, "Oh, they actually didn't know each other at all," well, then why would this happen?
Yeah, I mean, we have seen. I mean, I don't often agree with Pakistan Defense Force, but in this one, he's right. So in India, they make up lies to cover up for Hindu mob violence. We often see that happening. So I'm suspecting that that's what's happening here.
It's possible. And
so Bengali Hindu is saying it is an honor killing. I suspect that as well.
What was an honor killing? The killing of the man or the killing of the woman? Are you saying that it wasn't actually suicide? Oh.
No, the man. Obviously, the killing of the man was an honor killing because, you take our woman. This is basically a love jihad, an accused love jihad case.
When I was looking into the reporting on this and looking at different stories, there was a comment that literally said, "Oh, another case of love jihad averted. Congratulations." And I'm like,
Exactly.
how is this a success? If this is the woman who you're trying to protect, she's not even here to protect anymore. What do you mean, congratulations on
It
averting
is the
love and
success for them. Like, it doesn't matter that she's dead. She doesn't belong to a Muslim man, and that's as long as she doesn't belong. As long as she's not been taken by a Muslim man, that's a success. It doesn't matter if she's dead or alive. I would think that that is the standard here. Yeah.
Wait, Dia's having an important point. She's saying they said the man could not have gotten in if the gate wasn't unlocked from him from the inside. Oh, I guess the logical line of thought being that this woman probably let him in. And then when they were discovered, oh my goodness. Hang on. Wait, there was a comment I wanted to read. Shriyash is saying, I'll have to be careful. Every girl I like happens to be a Muslim. It sucks that I can't fall in love without something like religion coming in the way. If it's a Hindu girl, my ex-Hindu identity is there. Damn.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad if you are a Hindu who's interested in a Muslim girl. It's not as bad. The worst case is that you might get the mob attack if you're a Muslim man who is interested in a Hindu girl. That is the most dangerous situation.
I don't know if I completely agree with that, because Muslim women aren't allowed to marry polytheists.
They're not Muslims. You don't get. Okay, so here's the thing. Wait, you're right. Actually, what happened? Muslim. Yeah, that's true, but it depends where you are. This situation that we're describing here is dangerous in Pakistan. This is not as dangerous in India.
I think it could also be somewhat dangerous in India.
Somewhat dangerous, but like in India, you have to be more worried about. I mean, how many? Okay, maybe we haven't been reporting them as much as here, but like relative to Hindu mobs attacking Muslim men, how many stories do we have of Muslim mobs attacking Hindu men for taking a Muslim girl?
Oh, it definitely happens.
I know, but that was not my question. I didn't say does it happen. I said relatively. The key word here is relative. Yeah, relative.
I don't know.
I didn't say it's non-existent.
If you want some love and positivity and hope, Shriyash, look up on Instagram this account called I think they're called the India Love Project, and they basically highlight stories of couples that are together despite differences in religion and differences in caste or even differences in country. And I think it's really awesome because there is so much negativity, but then it's really cool to see all these couples coming together and like celebrating how they made their relationship work despite like everything in the society being structured against them. Although, to be honest, for a lot of these people, it did come at the cost of being within their family unit, which is really hard.
Yeah. Get my best-selling book, Why There Is No God, for free. Click on the link for it in the description.